Good evening. This is Dana Leggett. Welcome to my podcast, Talk About Everything and All About Nothing. Tonight, I didn't, just going to apologize to all my listeners that I didn't post last Sunday. I was I'm going to put it like that, as if my father had passed away in 2011, and that was his anniversary on the 15th, and it's just like I couldn't pull myself together. I wanted to lay down and cry all day, even though I worked every day, including that weekend. And I got joy out of seeing pictures of my grandson. So I'm back to my regular self, and I worked all week. And I also worked this weekend, so I got this little bit of tiredness going on for me. Today was Sunday. And I had plans to do something different, but I thought this would be a good subject tonight. My subject for tonight is being grateful for what you have, and stop throwing negative on things you receive. And for all those who thinking, oh, I'm grateful for what I have and stuff like that, I'm going to tell you how this went down. I work with a lady named Miss Felicia Avery. Miss Felicia is the most comical, funniest lady that I hang out with. But she is also a very, very, very intelligent lady. She's our lab manager at my job, which everybody who knows me, I work at a slaughterhouse. And she is the lab manager. That she what keeps you safe when you eat this meat. That's her job. She checks and she rechecks and makes sure, it ain't got nothing in it. It ain't supposed to be in it. It's supposed to be meat. It's supposed to be meat. It ain't supposed to be no salmonella, illanella, nothing that's supposed to say nella in it. That's her job. That's what she does. So I was telling her, I was saying, Miss Felicia, I was a little upset because we got our appreciation bonuses, and it wasn't what I thought. It definitely was, in my mind, wasn't what I was worth. And she said, well, we were told we wasn't getting anything. So how you not going to be happy about getting something when you was told you was getting nothing? And all I kept thinking was, she didn't chastise me, but she reminded me that we received something when we was told we wasn't getting nothing. And I was like, I'm wrong. Because it could have been nothing, but we got something. I got something. I heard other people got stuff different, and I'm happy for them. Congratulations for them for whatever your bonus is, whatever money you got to help. So I've been kind of beating myself up, and I'm kind of glad I have Miss Felicia to sometime to help me put stuff back in perspective. And I was like, you know what? If it's for me, it's for me. And I like to know that I like to say I need to be thankful for what I have, and thankful for what I receive, and thankful for what's in my life, and thankful for everything around me. Because I was like, it could have been nothing. And then I'd have been still in the same position. And I've been doing my best to take all these negative thoughts out of my head. Take these negative things out of my mind. I don't want to have the thoughts of money, 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 money. I need money for this. I need money for that. I need money for this. I need money for that. And you do. You need money to live. You cannot live in this world if you don't have any money. Because, you can, but it ain't gonna be the life that you dream or want. So, I have a good life. I have a good marriage. I have a good family. And I said, I can't just go like, you know what? I can always do better, which I can. But I'm happy where I'm at. And I'm learning where I'm at, and I'm doing where I'm at, and I'm moving up from where I'm at. So that's my goal, to don't be stagnated in my position, but whatever I do, I need to learn. Now, do I need to learn some time management? Absolutely. Do I need to have some help for time management? Absolutely. Do I need to learn to ask people for help? Absolutely. And I have been trying, and I have been doing a whole lot better. Because I would literally just do. And then I'd be slammed and be like, oh my God, I need some help. But by then, either everyone is already gone for the day or it's too late for me to ask anyone for help. And I don't blame nobody for not helping me. I automatically see people think I'm working like a slave and then will come over and be like, Danny, want her help? But no, that's not how stuff happens. Stuff happens by you saying, look, I need some help. I need some help. Like, when I be working too much and I know I had need for that, I have enough sense to take out my phone and text Karima or tell Alice, I haven't had my lunch today. Please get my food, put it on my desk. Or my daughter, Mickey, please buy me something. I said, I'll cash up you the money, put my food on my desk. If not, I won't eat for that day. I won't stop what I'm doing to get something done. And that's crazy because you need to eat to keep going. And I've been learning to share the burden, put it like that. Also, another thing I learned this week is that being confrontational take a lot out of you. I had already knew that, but when you have confrontation with someone and in their mind or even in your mind, once the argument is over, that's it. That's not always true for me. Once the argument over, sometimes that is it, but sometimes I replay the whole argument, the whole confrontation. I should have said this, I should have did that, I should have said this, I should have did that. And what I should have actually did, like, look, I'm not going to let you take up no more space in my mind. No more space in my space. No more space in my face. I'm not going to let you do this. I'm not going to let you be my whole thought. Cancel. That's all the way out. And I also came to the conclusion this weekend that my kids are grown. Whatever you do, you do. But you got to remember, there are consequences for everything you do. So please think about it. Well, hopefully, like I said, I'm not making this long tonight. This is going to be one of my shorter ones because hopefully next weekend I should be getting with a friend of mine, and I should be getting with. He's also Marcus's cousin, and we're supposed to be talking about studio time and talking about how they improve the sound and the vocals and he does music. So, but he can also said it also will help me with better things to how I can improve my podcast. Because like I said, I'm brand new and this is new. And I want to be able to improve my podcast. So when I could bring on more guests and I talk to more people, the sound is better. There's clear. You won't have so much stuff in the background. And it's flawless and smooth when you listen to it. Because like I said, my goal is to have people listen to my podcast and enjoy themselves. I don't have anyone tonight that I'm talking to, but hopefully I have a guest, and by next week, and I hope when y'all hear my guest, I hope y'all get as much enlightenment as I got when I first talked to him, and all I kept thinking was, yes, I gotta have him on my podcast. Yes, people gotta hear it, because he said something to me that was so awesome. He said, I like the fact that you're doing your podcast. And I was telling him, I said, I want to make it so this could be my next career where I can do what I want to do and podcasting can be it. And he said, I know how you feel because I'm doing what I want and I make the kind of money to help me support myself and my family. And that's all I ever wanted. I said, that is such a great goal in life. I want to be able to still live comfortable, still be able to support my family when they need help. But I also want to be able to, still do things I love. Like, I like my job. I enjoy doing my job. But I love podcasting. I love talking. I love doing this. This is the best part for me right here. This is what makes me feel good every time. What else we have going on? Oh, I got some talk about nothing going on too. So, my talk about nothing is there's a place in Lumberton called Your Pie. It's a pizzeria, and they have open mic night on the weekend. I never knew anything about this. My son was like, you need to go and be in open mic night. I said, no, I'm only funny to myself. But I said, here's my challenge. If he's sing on open mic night, I'll go up there and do 2 minutes of telling stories about my life. Because I have some good ups, and I have some good downs. But whatever I had, people seem to enjoy. I don't know why. Because I was telling the people at the store how I went to Food Line one day last week, and they didn't have any money or no debit cards or nothing because the system was down. But yet they were still open with all these employees. And the manager was like, I was told not to close the store. That wasn't the funny part. The funny part was when we pulled up, I seen 2 ladies arguing in front of the pawn shop. And all of a sudden, they went to fight. And I said, oh my God, is they finna, they fight. I get so engrossed. I don't know how people all of a sudden pulls their phone out and they be like, oh, I got my phone. World Star. Not Dana. I was so engrossed with this fight because the bigger lady was getting beat up so bad that she was on the ground that the smaller lady kept smacking her back down like a puppy. But what made it so funny was the bigger lady was on the ground still talking cash shit. I mean, she did not faze her. She was saying stuff like, bitch, when I get up off this ground, but she never could get off that ground because every time she got up, that smaller lady would smack her back down. Then she would tell her, she said, go ahead now. I'm done. Go ahead. Finally, the man came out. He was like, if y'all don't go ahead, I'm going to call the police. That's the only thing that broke it up. It was just the most hilarious thing for me because I didn't know why they was fighting. I don't know what they chose to fight there. All I know was they better not hit me. That's all I'm saying. I ain't had no business over there looking at it where I was supposed to be in the grocery store. But I was doing my nosiness like I used to do my nosiness, so I blame myself for that. What else I got going on? Oh, yes. So, like I said, this Sunday night, so tomorrow is Monday morning. And I know I said that with such a dry tone, but for who don't know, I have to go back to work, and it is getting late. So, that is all I got going on in my mind and my spirit, and I had to get all that off my chest. I feel a little better. I feel a lot better, actually. I feel way more than a little better. I have some appreciations that I want to give out to Happy Cleaner. It's Crystal Floyd. She's one of my good coworkers, and I also want to give out to Day Boy on Facebook. Please check him out. He do t-shirts and other advertisements. Also, Socorro Campbell, she also do designer t-shirts and her logo, so please check her out also on Facebook. Instagram, please also check them, all 3 of those out, Crystal Floyd, Dayboy, and Socorro Campbell. Please check them out. I would like for y'all to grace them with y'all presence, sharing their items, and give them that money, because they work hard for what they do. So with that, I'm going to say good night, good evening, and thank you for all who are listening to my podcast. This is Talk About Everything and All About Nothing. Have a good night.